James from Bolt Bros here. I want to talk a little bit about some of the OTA standouts thus far. That just a couple players. It's only about a weekend, but just talk a little bit about what Khalil Mack talked about and which players that he sees playing pretty well right now. So once again, guys, James from Bolt Bros, let's go. So pretty good to be able to see the Chargers back on the field. Love seeing it. Love seeing our players back out there and doing their thing. Love hearing a little bit about Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, just really wanting to be on the same page and being at OTAs and being present to try to really build this team out. But I'm excited for the season, guys. It's going to be a fun one. And, I just want to chat just a little bit about Khalil Mack here. Basically, one thing I'll say is that he talked a lot about this defense, and he said that there's a lot of guys and undrafted free agents that seem to be really standing out quite a bit. And it's exciting to be able to hear a guy like Khalil Mack that seems to be seeing this talent and seeing guys out there that are really out there doing great work all around so far. And so one guy that he did point out here, is this guy, Jerrod Clark. Guys, we all seem pretty excited about him, right? When we had him as an undrafted free agent, I saw that he was actually kind of going to be slated as more like a 5th round pick kind of guy. We ended up getting as an undrafted free agent, 334-pound defensive tackle. 6'4". He's got a 6'10" wingspan. He's just a massive, massive dude, butt and gut. And I think that's been something we've really, really missed on this team, is having a guy who could really just be a massive individual on our D line, and having a guy that could be just more of a space heater. I always feel like Brandon Staley defense is really based upon finding ways to just fill gaps. And if you got a big body guy such as Jerrod Clark, he could really find a way to be able to fill those gaps and really possibly even get a two players to be able to try to defend him. Basically give him the ability to be a great space heater that's going to really ask for 2 players to be on him at all times. So he will get double teamed quite a bit. The beautiful thing about Jerrod Clark is that he actually did, and Khalil Mack was talking about it, he has actually had some reps with the ones. Daniel Popper even chatted about it too. That's pretty big, guys. You got to think Austin Johnson, I know, is still kind of dealing with some injuries right now. He's kind of dealing with that now. We ended up signing Nick Williams, great veteran presence. And David Moa is another guy on our team. Scott Matlock is kind of slated currently on ESPN as a left defensive end. They're giving reps to Jerrod Clark, who is going past Otito, which is obviously Otito is at this point still kind of dealing with injuries, as far as we know. But it's really good to be able to see Jerrod Clark getting some reps with the ones. That's pretty big. It's pretty big for a guy who is an undrafted guy that has been able to get reps with number ones right now. So, hey, he is really leading the pack in the undrafted free agents at the moment. So very excited to be able to see him. A lot of people are calling him Jamal Williams 2.0. Let's see if that happens. Something we've really, really missed in this defense is a big, big nose tackle, butt and gut kind of guy. My opinion, I think he does kind of need to get down to more of the 325, 320 kind of range of weight, just for a little bit more swiftness and a little bit more quickness with his game. But hey, I'll take it, man. As long as a guy can go out there and find ways to plug some holes and help out our run game, bottom line, I'll take it all day. But, it's going to be exciting to see him in camp, see him on field in preseason and such too. One other guy I'm going to point out here too is Deane Leonard. Deane Leonard has actually been looking really good too. And if you go back to last training camp, there was a lot of hype around him. He was making plays. He was making things happen. He just seemed like he was going to be a great standout. And when it come to preseason games, he started kind of making mental errors, not turning his head around to see the ball. He was just a little bit off, but he's already got a couple batted passes. He's got some picks. He's got things kind of moving along that he's starting to work around on. So he is looking like he is taking that leap. Once again, we did not go after a defensive back in the draft for a reason. I think they feel good about Josser as depth. They feel good about Deane Leonard. They feel good about J.C. Jackson coming back at full capacity and full health. So we got guys that are growing within this defense and doing an extremely, big leap for us too. We are going heavy into this youth movement next year. So we do have to really find our, guys that actually could step up for us where we need help. That's a great thing to see. I love seeing that. I'm excited for Deane. I hope Deane's going to do really, really well, and he's going to do great things. He did some things on special teams last year, which was awesome to see. So he's definitely trying to find his route onto this team, onto the field for game day. So excited about that. I'm just going to give a shout out also to Derrick Asnley. Derrick Asnley seems like he's been an awesome defensive coordinator. Probably going to be another guy that you would think about that might end up being another head coach type candidate. So once again, guys, just wanted to be able to point out a couple things. Jerrod Clark might actually be a starter, potentially could be a starter for us. Running with the ones right now. Maybe it's because of some of the injuries at the time, but great to see that. When you got Khalil Mack, a guy who's been in the league for a very long time, that has actually already said, hey, we got some dogs on our undrafted free agents also too. And Jerrod Clark being one of those that he did name. Exciting to be able to see, guys. So we are building our team very well right now. We're building them to be able to build more youth in this team too. I'm excited to be able to see how this team pans out too. Looking forward to training camp. Looking forward to the season. Let's get it, guys. Like, subscribe, sub. Appreciate it, guys. Once again, James from Bolt Bros. Let's go.